Yikes, here it is, my bare face. A lot of you guys think that I have clear, perfect skin, and I don't. I'm prone to breakouts. I have redness, blemishes, all that yucky stuff that I'm going to show you how I fix. I'm taking my Michael Todd Moisture Light Moisturizer, and I'm actually going through a really bad breakout right now, and my skin was way worse than it looks right here. It's actually clearing up since I cut out dairy and wheat. That's a whole other story though. Now I'm taking this Dermalogica Skin Perfect Primer, and I'm just applying that all over my face. Now I like to let this sit in for a couple minutes before I go in with my foundation. So I'm going in with my foundation. I'm going to be using Estee Lauder Double Wear. My color is an ecru, and I like to shake that up really, really well. And here we go. I put a little bit on the back of my hand, and then I'm taking my Expert Face Brush from Real Techniques. I got this at Ulta for about $8. This is a great foundation brush, and lately I've been using my brush instead of my fingers. I used to use my fingers to apply my foundation. I no longer do that. I do use a foundation brush, and I notice a huge difference with the coverage and just the overall finish. So what I like to do, as you can see, is I'm bouncing this onto my skin, and I'm buffing it as well. So I'm using bouncing, stippling motions and buffing it at the same time. This foundation is awesome. It's full coverage and it lasts all day long. It's a great, great, great foundation. As you can see, it covers really well too. So I just like to start from the middle of my face and work outwards, and then kind of hit my nose and come up underneath my eye. And so I do the bottom of my face, and then as you will see, I'll go to my forehead in just a minute. And whatever is left on the brush, I just like to go over my eyelids to blank out any redness. Next, I'm taking Sephora HD Concealer. I'm going to take very little underneath my eyes, and I'm taking the Shany Mineral Blush Brush. I love this for underneath my eyes. It's angled, and it's a great brush for this specific use. And I am just using patting motions. I am not going to rub. You do not want to rub this into the skin, because then you're just going to move everything. You want to be sure to use patting motions. Whether you use this brush or your finger, you just want to pat. Bounce the product into the skin, do not rub. And I'm also going to take that same product to my chin, to the bridge of my nose, and up into the center of my forehead. This concealer is a shade lighter than the foundation that I used, and this is my way of highlighting. Without it being too over the top, it's just a really nice subtle highlight. Then I am taking Revlon's Photo Ready Bronzed and Chic, which is broke. Super sad about that. My MAC 109 brush, and you want to tap off any excess off the brush, and I'm starting at the top of my ear, and I'm bringing it down to the center of my eye. You want to make sure you don't blend it too far down. You don't want to blend it too far up either. I then take very little product, and I like to go around the whole top of my forehead. So I don't just hit my temples, I hit my whole hairline. And I also take it to my jawline as well. Now I'm taking a slanted eyeshadow brush, and my nose is actually really crooked, but I'm always contouring it, so a lot of people wouldn't know. This is the side that's crooked, the first side that I contoured. And now I'm just taking it to the tip of my nose just to kind of shorten it, and I like to take the product down the sides of my nose instead of keeping like a straight harsh line. As you can see, I'm dragging it downward, and you want to make sure not to blend it to the bridge of the nose but down. And some people don't need to contour their whole nose. I like to contour from my eyebrow down. You need to contour to what your nose needs. I need to straighten my nose, so I like to do the whole thing. Then I am taking that across just at the tip of my nose, just to give it more of a cute button nose, I'm saying nose a lot, effect. Now I have two of these brushes. I have one for foundation and one for the powder. So I'm gonna take my powder brush and my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish, and I'm going to buff this over my foundation. I like to use a buffing and a tapping motion once again, and I'm not going over the places that we contoured. I'm only going over the places that we didn't contour. So, and this also helps blend out any harsh lines from where we did contour, and this is just going to leave a beautiful finish to the skin. I then like to go back in with my MAC 109 brush and that powder that we used to contour, and just kind of lightly, very, very lightly go back in over the contour, just to kind of bring anything back that I lost. Then I'm going to apply my blush. I like to keep my blush brushes pretty small, nothing too bulky. The size of where you want to apply the product, that's the size you want your brush to be. So you don't want it to be too big. I am taking Stillglamorus Cosmetics Fresh Face Blush, which is one of my go-tos, and I'm just tapping this on the apple of my cheek, just above the contour. Think of it as Neapolitan ice cream, your contour, blush, and highlight. So you have your brown, your pink, and then we're going to do the highlight in just a minute. I'm taking a clean brush and just buffing this into the skin so it's not so harsh. That blush is super pigmented, so you have to be careful. Next, I'm taking a big fluffy eyeshadow brush and I'm going in with Stillglamorus Cosmetics The High Life. I love this to highlight my face. It's shimmery, but without being too shimmery. It just gives a perfect glow. And I'm applying that just above the blush. And I'm doing that to the other side, and I just tap this product into the skin and it just leaves a beautiful finish. I also like to take it at the tip of my nose and just above my lip. And once I am completely done with my makeup, like you will see here in a second, I like to go back in with L'Oreal Mineral Powder. This is the lightest shade. This is a couple shades lighter than my face makeup here. And I just like to take this back underneath the eyes just to kind of brighten everything back up after I do my eyeshadow. I love this step, and I definitely noticed a difference since doing it. It kind of just brightens everything back up. Then I take my Urban Decay Makeup De-Slick Oil De-Slick Setting Spray and I just spray that over my face. Now keep in mind, this is a very full coverage, pretty heavy makeup. This is what I like, and I kind of need it for all that crap that I have to cover. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you very, very soon.